Do Tottenham Hotspur actually have cash flow problems? Today, we're going to break it down and go through the key facts and the key takeaways from Matt Law's interview on The Last Word at Spurs. Guys, if you do like this kind of content, please do smash a thumbs up on the video. I really appreciate the support lately. So do smash a like on the video. Thank you so much. Get straight into things, guys, straight away. As I've just said, how can Tottenham have cash flow problems? Well, I've broken this down into a few different bullet points to simplify what Matt Law actually said and what the actual realistic chances of us having a cash flow problem is. So just go on to it. Matt Law was on The Last Word of Spurs last night, and he basically said the Spurs have a cash flow problem all due to the fact that we are in a backlog from paying off previous transfers. And to an extent, that does make sense. But actually, when you look into it a little bit further, that's not strictly the complete truth. It's reported that Tottenham could theoretically spend around £273 million this summer. And we've adhered so much to financial fair play, it leaves us in a nice position on this point. But what I would say is that he goes on to say that cash flow issues mean they can't do without external investment or new equity. And he noted that ENIC have struggled to secure investment over the past year and may now abandon this cautious approach. And Law went on to say that the latest accounts reveal a major cash problem, that Spurs have the highest outstanding net transfer payments of around £250 million. Now, obviously, Levy tends to go with a model where he pays off transfers over the course of maybe 3-4 years. We saw that with a number of recent big transfers. But to me, that doesn't quite make sense, in the sense that if you think about our Champions League qualification and our Europa League win, that's going to inject a completely load of new cash into Tottenham Hotspur. And Matt Law went on to say that Tottenham have the highest outstanding transfer debt in the whole league due to this spending model. Now, to me, that is absolute madness. If they're going to pay it off in installments, surely that shouldn't affect the cash flow, in the sense that there should be better planning. There should be better planning, and there needs to be investment, clearly, if ENIC and Levy cannot do that themselves. He said, while ENIC have spent money, it's not been enough to challenge for titles, and crucially, they've done so without injecting funds into the club or attracting outside investment. And that does make sense, but there almost feels like there's been a point where we have had offers for investment and we just haven't taken them because ENIC love to be the main controller of the club. And that's how it's always been. Hence all the, protests, and hence all the, outrage from the fan base that we don't spend enough and we don't invest enough. So he also goes on to say that despite being in a strong PSR, profit and sustainability rules position, Spurs face a serious cash flow issue, limiting their ability to spend without selling players. And that Daniel Levy has acknowledged the need for investment, but none has arrived in the past year. Again, I'd like to just say, I reckon there has been interest and there has been meetings, but it just hasn't come into fruition. Matt Law suggests that ENIC have now accepted they must contribute financially and are regaining more control in exchange for doing so. And without this, Spurs risk falling behind further in the transfer window. We look at Liverpool, they spend 115 million on a Florian Wirtz. You look at Man City, they spend on 2 or 3 big signings already. And to go along with that Wirtz signing, they've also bought Kerkez and Frimpong. 3 incredible signings, marquee names. Man City have also done the same with Cherki and Reinders. So, what are we doing? We need to be getting into those marquee signings. But without going off on a rant about signings, let's get back into it. So, this is why I don't fully agree with this cash flow issue. And that's because Champions League qualification is expected to bring in around £180 million for Tottenham. £180 million. And that has changed the outlook. Reports now suggest that Thomas Frank will be given a substantial budget and that ENIC are taking a more active role in club operations. Now, for me, this is contradicting each other, and I'm sure you're very confused as well. If we have a cash flow problem, that suggests that we almost can't be spending money without then going into more debt. But for me, if we've got qualification for the Champions League and £180 million coming in, not even by selling players, just from the broadcast rights, just from the tournament prize, that contradicts that point from Matt Law. And it says Tottenham's net transfer debt of 279 million has led to reports they must sell players before making new signings. The Europa League win and resulting Champions League qualification now offer a major financial boost ahead of the transfer window. And I've watched a few videos on this today, and I think a lot of the fan base are feeling similar. It doesn't obviously make sense. How can Tottenham be in a cash flow issue when actually we've adhered to financial fair play rules the most out of any club in the whole of the Premier League? Guys, let me know what you think on the whole situation. I'm sat here still a little bit confused. I see there being some elements of truth behind the cash flow issue, but that shouldn't stop Tottenham from investing this summer, especially with £180 million coming in from the Champions League alone. Let me know what you think in the comments below, as I said, and it would be interesting to debate this one further. But in other news, Christian Romero. Matt Law has also said that Tottenham value Christian Romero over £60 million and will not be bullied into a cut price sale by Atletico Madrid. It's a tricky situation for Thomas Frank to navigate when Romero returns in July. But ultimately, it seems like if Romero is on board with this new project with Frank, he will likely stick around. However, if he has his heart's desire on Atletico Madrid and they do come in with a price, it's just known that Atletico Madrid will have to bid at least £60 million for Spurs to even contemplate selling the player. So they're going to have to come in with a substantial amount, and that will obviously lead to Spurs being able to buy big on a centre-back. However, personally at the moment, I think that Romero will be staying for at least another season. I just can't see him going. I can't see Atletico paying over £60 million for this player. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Would you sell Romero? Should a £70 million bid come in? Or a £60 to £70 million bid come in? Let me know in the comments below. And finally, on today's transfer roundup, it isn't a transfer news, actually. It's more to do with the club just launching the away kit. It is an all-black kit with a white logo, a white Nike tick, and a white sponsor. I just think this is a really, really nice kit. It's probably one of the best ones for a few years. And we have been absolutely, ridden with pretty average kits, let's be honest. I haven't personally bought a kit for many years, but do you guys like this kit? I think it's pretty nice. I think it's clean. It looks fresh, and I think it's going to look great under the lights of the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in those Champions League games next season. So, yeah, let me know what you think on the kit as well. Let me know what you think on the cash flow issues. Do you agree with Matt Law? Do you think there's truth behind it? Let me know what you think on Christian Romero. And as I said at the start of the video, please do smash a like on the video. We did a live stream yesterday, and it got over 1,000 views, and I've only just come back to YouTube. So I really appreciate the support. I hope you can continue joining me on this journey by smashing a thumbs up, subscribing, and also turning post notifications on for our videos. It's so easy to do. It's free to do so, and it helps me out a ton. But guys, appreciate you guys tuning in once again to Spurs Related. I hope you enjoy these videos, and I'll be back again tomorrow for another transfer roundup. As always, come on!